Okay, we are talking about function. A function is basically a mapping in which for every input we have exactly one output. Like you can see over there, this is a function machine, and the operation of this function machine is to rotate every shape. Like if I will put this function as an input, so it will give us the rotation of this whole image, right? If I will put this as a function as an input, so I will get this output. This is all about function operation. Like if I will take this as an operation of a function, like it will give us the black and white picture of our original image. If I will put this as an input, our output will be this one, the black and white image of the original picture. Same goes for numbers. Like if I have this operation like +2, and then if I add any number as an input like 2, so I will get exactly one output like 2 plus 2 equals to 4. If I will put 1, so I will get 1 plus 2, which is 3. Means for every input we have exactly one output, as you can see over there. It is not possible that if I will put input any number and I get no output. This is not the case, because for every input we must have exactly one output. This is all about function. And same goes for inverse function. Like in inverse function, this will be the opposite case. Like if I will put output, then we get some input by using inverse operation. Like if I will put 5 over there, it will do 5 minus 2, which is 3, right? So let's move towards the main topic. I hope it is clear now. Inverse function is a function that basically undoes the original function, or you can say we will just use opposite operations to find inverse. We have some proper steps to find inverse function. Let's have a quick review. I have discussed these steps already in the previous class as well. So let me discuss them again. First step is whatever the function, like if your function is written f of x equals to 5x minus 2. So step number 1 is to replace this f of x with y. At the place of this f of x, we will write y. This will be y equals to 5x minus 2. This is our step number 1. Then the second step is we need to swap x and y. At the place of x, we will write y. At the place of y, we will write x. After interchanging x and y, we need to isolate y on one side. I would recommend please note down these steps so that it will be easy for you to solve the exercise questions, right? So the next step is you need to isolate y on one side, or you can say you need to make y as a subject of this whole formula. Like after swapping, it will be x equals to 5y minus 2. And then you need to make this y as a subject. After making subject, you need to replace y with f inverse of x. These are the simple steps to find inverse function. Now let's move towards the exercise 5b, and solve the remaining question. Okay, this is about exercise 5b. Is there anyone who can tell me how many questions we have done up till now?
6 questions.
6 questions. Good. So now we'll move towards question number 7. Okay, look at question 7 now. Given that the function f of x equals to 7 minus 3 upon 5x and g of x equals to 1 over 4x minus 6, two functions are given to you. You need to evaluate all these. So please look at the question carefully and tell me what we need to do first. We need to evaluate f inverse of 3, g inverse of 5, f inverse of minus 17. So what we need to do first? What will be our step 1? Yes, anyone?
Replace f into x with y.
Okay. replace f of x with y, but that will be step 1 for finding inverse function. So it means first we need to find, yes, Maham, your answer is correct. We first need to find inverse of these functions. We have two functions over there. First one is f, second one is g. We first need to find their inverses one by one, and then we need to put these values to get our desired answer. First one is f of x equals to, okay, first one is f of x equals to 7 minus 3 upon 5x. So we need to find its inverse function first. Let me take you to the board. This is our question number 7. Let's find inverse of these functions. Step number 1 is to replace f of x with y. So, we write f of x equals to 7 minus 3 upon 5x. Replace f of x with y. Then our second step is we need to swap x and y. At the place of y, we will write x. At the place of x, we will write y. Right? After swapping, we need to make y as a subject of this whole formula. To make this as a subject, first we need to shift the term with no variable. Like you can see, here we have 7 without variable but with plus sign. So we will shift this 7 first to the left side. It will be minus 7. We get x minus 7 equals to minus 3 upon 5y. Right? After that, we need to shift this minus 3 upon 5 whole fraction to the left side. Okay, who is going to tell me how to shift a fraction? Whenever we need to shift a fraction, what we need to do?
We'll take the reciprocal of the
Yes,
fraction.
we need to take reciprocal. So this will be y equals to minus 5 upon 3. And inside the bracket, we have x minus 7. Right? So this is all about inverse of our first function f. Now the last step is we need to replace y with f inverse of x equals to minus 5 upon 3 bracket x minus 7. These are some easy steps to find inverse function. Now I'm giving you 1 minute to find inverse of this second function, which is g of x. Come on, quickly solve it and tell me your final answer. Next is you need to swap x and y, swap them and then make y the subject of this whole formula. After swapping, it will be x equals to 1 upon 4y minus 6. What will be the next step? Afia, Nabia, Fatma, can you tell me the next step?
Miss, we'll shift the minus 6 towards the side of x.
Your voice is not clear, Hiba.
Miss, I'm saying we'll shift minus 6.
Yes, we need to shift minus 6 now. It will be positive 6. So we get x plus 6 equals to 1 over 4y. Now, Hania, can you tell me the next step after shifting this 1 over 4? Yes, Hania.
How will multiply the 4?
Yes, we need to multiply this whole bracket with 4. So this will be 4 multiplied by x plus 6. And the last step is we need to replace y with g inverse of x again. So this is our final answer of g inverse of x. We are done with f inverse. We are done with g inverse. Now please look at the question. First part is f inverse of 3. Means In this function, in this inverse function, we need to put 3 at the place of x. This is our inverse function. Put 3 at the place of x and tell me your final answer. This will be minus 5 upon 3. At the place of x, we will write 3 minus 7. Okay, now you need to solve this bracket first. What will be 3 minus 7? This is minus 4 because we need to put sign of greater number as well. Minus 4, and now we need to multiply these two numbers. This will be 20 upon 3, right? So this is our final answer of first part. Now in the same way you need to solve part B. Just place minus 17 at the place of x and solve it and find your final answer. Then part C is g inverse of 5. In this function of g, you need to put 5 at the place of x and then you need to find your final answer. Yes, what will be g inverse of 5? Yes, Hania.
मुझे 3 minus 7 किस तरह आ रहा है ये मुझे समझ नहीं आया ये x minus 7 और ये 3 minus 7
Okay, this is our final answer of inverse function, right? But in first part, it is mentioned f inverse of 3. Means you need to put 3 at the place of x. This is your inverse function. At the place of x, you need to put 3. So this will be 3 minus 7. And then you need to solve it further.
okay thank you
Okay, next is g inverse of 5. I guess these 4 parts are so easy you can solve by yourself, right? Let's move towards part F, which is f inverse of 4 minus g inverse of 4. So okay, now for part F, we have f inverse of 4 minus g inverse of 4. First, we will find f inverse of 4. Okay, final answer of inverse function was minus 5 upon 3 x minus 7, right? So at the place of x, we need to put 4. Solve it and tell me your final answer of this f inverse of 4. Yes.
3
3.
5 sorry 3 मतलब 3 और 3 5 are 50
First, we need to solve this bracket. It will be minus 3, I guess. Right? Then we can cancel these two numbers as well. And after cancelling, we need to multiply them, minus minus plus, and we got 5 only. What about this part? This is so easy. Yes, Afia. Adiba, can you tell me the answer of this G inverse of 4? Solve it quickly. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then you need to multiply these two numbers to get your final answer, which is 32, right? Okay, after solving these two, we have this equation, f inverse of 4 minus g inverse of 4. Any idea what to do next?
we will be
Yes.
separate करके इसको solve करेंगे.
Can you speak loudly?
Separate करके solve करेंगे.
Yes, we need to subtract. First, we need to write answer of first one, which is 5. Then put sign minus, and then we have this second number, which is 32. Then we need to subtract these two numbers, and I guess final answer will be negative 27, right? So this is all about question 7. Now you need to solve all remaining parts by yourself. Is there any problem, any confusion in this part?
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay, let's move towards question numbers 8 now. Question 8 is this one. Okay. Now in this question, the function is given to you, which is f of x equals to ax minus b. This is the given function. Two more equations are given. First one is f of minus 2 equals to 20. Second one is f inverse of 32 equals to 4. But since in this question f inverse is given, it means first we need to find its inverse function. By using the same steps, after finding inverse, we are going to substitute these values and then we will solve for finding the value of a and b. The question is, you need to find the value of a and the value of b. Okay, so let's find its inverse function first. Again, we will follow the same step. First step is replace f of x with y. This will be y equals to ax minus b. What will be the second step?
Swap y and x.
Swap y and x. Good. At the place of y, we will write x, y minus b. Now we need to isolate y. So shift all the values one by one towards the other side. First, we are going to take this minus b. This will be positive b. And then we need to take a over there. So it will be divide, right? And the last step is we will replace this y with f inverse of x. So this will be x plus b upon a. So this is all about inverse function. But now these two equations are given. We need to solve them and we need to find the value of a and b. First one is f of minus 2 equals to 20. This is our function f. Put minus 2 at the place of x and form an equation. Like function is a x minus b equals to, this side we have 20. So now at the place of x we need to put minus 2. This will be minus 2a minus b equals to 20. Okay, we cannot solve it further because we have two unlike terms. Is there any confusion how we have got this whole equation?
Teacher, re-explain it kindly.
Okay. Our main function is ax minus b, and we know in question it is mentioned that f of minus 2. So at the place of x, we are going to write minus 2. You can add one more step like a bracket minus 2 minus b equals to 20. And then after multiplying these two, you will get minus 2a minus b equals to 20. We just replaced x with minus 2. Right side will remain same. Now same goes for this second equation, which is f inverse of 32. Now we need to put 32 at the place of x, but in inverse function. This is inverse function. At the place of x, I will write 32 plus b upon a equals to 4. And then I can shift this a towards right side as well. So this will be 32 plus b equals to 4a. This is our second equation. We are done with two equations. Now we need to find the value of a and value of b. For that, you can go for simultaneous linear equation. By solving simultaneous equation, you will get the two values of a and b. Is there anyone who's going to tell me how to solve simultaneous equations? This was the topic of grade 7. We have two equations with two variables. We can solve them easily and find the value of A or B. Yes, Hania?
By using elimination method?
Yes, by using elimination, or we can go for substitution as well. Okay, so substitution will be easy, I guess. This is your second equation. You can find the value of B from this equation. We can shift this 32 towards right side. It will be minus 4A minus 32. After getting this value of B, we will put it in equation 1. Right? Equation 1 is minus 2A minus, at the place of B, I will write 4A minus minus plus 32 equals to 20. Now just solve this whole equation and find the value of B. This is too easy. Minus minus plus, this will be 6A 20. After shifting this 32 towards right side, it will be minus 32. And what will be 20 minus 32?
12.
12 minus 12. And then we need to shift 6 as well. After dividing it with 6, we will get our final answer, which is 2, right? We are done with the value of 2. Now you need to put this 2 in any of the above equation to find B. Like you can take this one as well. This is B equals to 4. At the place of A, we will write 2 minus 32. And then solve it further to get your final answer, which will be 8 minus 32. And after subtracting them, we will get our final answer. Can you tell me your final answer? It's 24, I guess. Yes, negative 24 is your final answer of B. So we are done with question 8. We are done with A and B. Now you can ask if you have any confusion. This is the lengthiest one and the trickiest question, and the most important, I guess. It will be there in past papers as well. Yes, is there any problem with it? Or is it clear? Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to re-explain this question 8. The function is ax minus b. These two equations are given to you. In first you need to find its inverse function by using the same steps. After finding inverse function, we need to check these two equations. In first equation, we have minus 2. So we are going to put minus 2 at the place of x to form first equation. In second one, we have 32 but with f inverse. So we'll put 32 at the place of x in f inverse function to form second equation. After forming these two equations, we need to solve them simultaneously. We can go for substitution method. In substitution method, we will find like we can just make the subject of this formula is b. We can find the value of b. After finding b, we need to put it in another equation, which is equation 1. And then after solving it completely, we will get first value. And after getting a, we need to put this again in any of the equation to get the value of b. So this is all about question 8. You need to do practice a lot. Please solve it 2 to 3 times again, and you can ask if you have any confusion. Okay, so this is all about today. Now the homework is you just need to complete question 7 and question 8, right? Okay, so Allah Hafiz everyone.